And we are live. Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. My name is Sensei Crypto and I'll be doing the SPCE live stream. It's my first one I'm doing. Unfortunately, Martyn's not available, so you are stuck with me. So welcome in. We're going to be covering the SPCE flight live. We're going to be looking at flight radar and other sources as well as looking at the charts. So thank you for tuning in with me. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Let's make sure everyone's got the notification and everyone's live with us. It's going to be a very exciting flight. It's going to be the last one for a while, I believe. So it's going to be very exciting tuning into it and seeing how it goes. We wish them well and we look forward to seeing them. We currently have flight radar here. I believe this is the correct airport. Do correct me if I'm wrong. I'm waiting for their signal to go live. We also have your comments here. So let's get into the comments. Hello, John. How are you doing? Let's go to the top. Hustle Brothers is buzz for this. Welcome in the Hustle Brothers. John Grantford, thank you for the link. I do already have that, thank you. Zach Zate, good morning, flight day. Zach Zate is one of our big investors in SVC, and he always brings us great information, so welcome in. I hope it is going to be a good flight. Let's zoom this in a bit. Go SVC, says John. Very exciting day, says Zach. Let's make sure we are running okay. Seems like we are. Exciting and sad at the same time. This is going to be it's going to be a long time till the next flight. That is incorrect. Every end is a new beginning. I love that, Zach Zay. I love it. How very true, says John. Faith says lol. The name of the 3 paying astronauts will be reviewed after the flight. Oh, interesting. Thank you, Zach Zay. Should be interesting to see who they are. Wait. Well, why wait to tell the names of the customers? Are also very hard to get information about the flight. We can try and get some more information for you. They said it's a research mission. Any idea what they're carrying? Is it a research mission? I was under the belief that there was some paying customers as well as HG Exploration. Always been that way. Good afternoon or morning, Sensei. Morning or GME, says Adam. We're not talking about GME on this stream. Unless a member wants to. Hey, John. Morning, Sensei. Says Jay Long. Welcome in, Jay. Morning, Jay. Thank you for doing the Sensei. No worries at all. The Hustle Brothers couldn't miss it. Absolutely. Thank you. Sup, not a lot of stock in SBC, but still interested to see what will happen. Thank you, Captain. Alex. Yes, it will be very interesting. I have. I don't think I've got a little bit of exposure to SBC, but I'm more excited to see how the trip goes. Another trip planned to space for Zach Zate's fingerprints. Yes, Zach Zate's DNA is going into space. That's amazing, isn't it? Tim Rogers, good morning, Sensei. Good morning, everyone. Let's see how many likes we have and how many people we have in. We've got 9 likes and only 43 watching. That is a terrible like rate. Guys, I always like to say this. I have a show every Sunday, so tomorrow do tune in, 9 p.m. UK time, and it's always scheduled on the live so you can see what time it is in your time zone. But what we always love to do is have more likes than the people watching, and we've done it every single Sunday show. So if you can hit that like button, I don't like seeing 9 likes and 42 watching. It's a little challenge I like to give myself every time, and the members always manage to do it. So let's get the likes up. I see some people are doing some of these likes. You can also do this. That's amazing. Let me get rid of that. Research and paying customers, Sensei. 3 paying, I believe. Yes, HG Exploration, that's what I thought. Thank you for confirming. Do consider becoming a member. So you don't have a member's badge. You can see everyone here. Most are about 98-95% of the live viewers are members. Where do you see the stock going next week? Well, it depends on the flights. So what we can do here, let's have a look at the chart for you. So the chart, we've had a few buy zones. One was around the sort of 75 cents level where it went all the way to 140. Our next buy zone was 85 cents, and then the next day it went up to 115. So we've had a few successful trades, but now we're losing the 85 cent support. So depending how this flight goes, obviously if the flight goes badly, then we can expect the stock price to absolutely crash. But that's not what we expect. We expect it to just go as planned. It seems like the trend that I've noticed is after every flight we get a bit of a correction. So along with that, and looking at the technicals that were just below support and would seem to be testing testing this level, the support that was previously there as resistance now, we might be looking to come to levels such as 78 cents. Remember, this is going to be the last flight for a while, so Virgin Galactic aren't great at producing information and keeping us up to date on what's going on. So the flights were really what were keeping the retail interested. And I believe maybe because this is the last flight, along with it being below resistance and again, no more flights coming up for a while, we might start coming down to 78 cents and may come to the lows of sort of 75 cents, and worst case about 64 cents. I do have another worst case about 50 cents, but that's why I never say go all in. DCA, use these levels maybe. Again, not financial advice. I don't give financial advice. I just give my thoughts. I like to DCA not randomly. That's a fine strategy. But also, I like to DCA at areas where there's previously been support and there might be buy orders there. And the reason I do that is, for example, here where we saw that there was support, my buy orders there at 85 cents. Previous support, previous areas where people might have buy orders, and within a day of that buy zone, the next day it went up 34%. So that allows me to trim off the top, take some more money back, so that when it drops lower, I've got a bit more cash in case it does drop lower to be buying at another area of support, which would be around 78 cents, 75 cents, 64 cents. So I DCA, but not randomly. I DCA at sort of areas of interest on the chart. So yeah, maybe we come down to 78 cents, 75 cents. Again, the markets aren't trading today, so we'll have a further look into the chart later on into the stream. We do have the flight radar here. Can someone confirm if this is the right airport I'm looking at? Truth or Consequences Municipal Airport, TCS. I believe this is where the last flight was. So yeah, let me know if I'm looking at the right area. And let's get back to your comments. The reason we're covering this is the members love SPCE, people love SPCE, and we want to have a discussion around it. Let me know your thoughts. Sensei, how's Martyn doing? He's doing well. It's his weekend. He streams literally non-stop all day, every day of market trading hours. So thought I can step in and do the SPCE stream. We don't want to miss it. Some old pictures on Breakfast Bar Discord. Oh, Zach's 8. Yes, let's definitely have a look at that. Let me go on the Discord. Breakfast bar. Oh, here we go. Absolutely love it. Let's have a look at this. This is Zach's 8. There it is. There he is. I absolutely love what Zach's 8 does. Can we zoom in a bit more? Let's see. Zach's 8, it's a big day for you and a lot of other people. We love that you came live. You got the jumper on, and there he is next to the spaceship. Absolutely love it. Thank you for sending those in. Where was this? Is this? Oh, what's this picture here, Zach? So is that that can't be inside the plane? No, it won't be. That would be. Do they keep it there? Amazing pictures. Thank you very much, Zach. Just what's this room? I might be being really dumb, but I'd like to know what that room is. Is that where they store the plane? Let me know. So that's Breakfast Bar. Let me know what you think in there. We've got a few things where we can have a look at when the flight starts. Let's go back to the comments. Oh wow, here we go. Zach say Virgin Galactic flight today. Fly baby fly. Let's go SPCE. Let's go SPCE. Absolutely love it. Thank you very much, Zach say. Wow, my sound effects not working. I was going to give you fireworks, but my sound effects aren't working. Sorry about that. Virgin Galactic flight today. Fly, baby, fly. Let's go, SPCE. Thank you very much for that super chat. That should play through shortly, I hope. Do you think there's going to be a reverse split? There we go.
Zach Zeit donated $20 through a super chat. Virgin Galactic Flight Day, fly baby fly, let's go.
Let's fly, baby, fly. I love it. Thank you, Zach Zate. So what was I replying to? Do you think there will be reverse splits? Well, yes, I do believe so. The price is, again, under $1, so I believe there will be. Awesome picture, says Jay Long. Great picture, Zach says John. Sensei, what are your thoughts as to why SPCE won't advertise more about the company and the future flights? Is it would add more excitement for the stock price? Yes, it would. I think it's just they don't have a great marketing department. I can't think of any sort of real fundamental reason they wouldn't want to. Companies love showcasing what they're working on and keeping investors involved. So it must, maybe they try to with weird ways. I remember they did what was it, advent calendar or something. I don't think their marketing department is the best. I think it's generally as simple as that. I'm not saying they should spend loads of marketing, but they should probably hire some people that know what they're doing in terms of marketing, and I think that's because it'll be great to see how the fleet is coming along, showing us the inside of the factory, the warehouses, all that sort of stuff. I think that'd be great for the stock, but they don't seem to do that. So that is a shame, and hopefully they'll change that in the future. So yeah, this is the stock price. Let me see how many people we've got watching. 45 watching, and how many likes do we have now? Let me check again. We have, why is it 27 likes, 45 watching. So there's still a fair amount of you that haven't liked. So please do hit the like button. We're covering this on a Saturday. We don't normally do streams on a Saturday, so I would appreciate it if you can hit the like button. I don't think anyone's answered my question on this yet. So a lot of the move that there. I'm looking at Flight Radar now, and I've got it set to, I think this is the airport where it normally happens. Zach Zate, maybe? Do you know if I'm looking at the right place here? Because there's no signal, I believe, yet from the aircraft. But that's where I'm looking now. So let me know if I'm looking at the right place on Flight Radar. We also have a few other ways of showing you. Hopefully we get a few different angles. We've also got NASA spaceflight, so you can always stick with us, and we'll bring you anything from other channels that might have better angles, that might have access to it. So we've got 2 here ready to go, so don't worry, you won't miss a thing here. Changing scenes all over the shop. Thank you for doing this, Sensei. Rescued a red-shouldered hawk already this morning. Picking breakfast bar. It's now at the UF Small Animal Hospital. Wow, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that on breakfast. Oh my god, Mark Saxby. Look at this. Let's show everyone what you've rescued. Said it's a red-shouldered hawk you rescued. Oh no, you can see it's a bit bloody over there. Well, that you've done your good deed of the day. Look at that. You've rescued it. Hopefully it lives. Let's keep the day going. Well, let's hope the flight goes well as well. Why not hire the best PR firm out there, out of New York or LA? Yeah, they should. There's two sides to it. They should, but maybe that's too expensive for them, and they need to focus on the Delta fleet. Does it really matter if they keep us up to date? I think it does, but it depends how much money they spend. I mean, they can literally do it with 2 graduate students from a film school, just going out there and interviewing and showing the factories, their progress, making clips, YouTube videos, stuff like that. It doesn't require the best PR firm. They're really doing the bare minimum right now, and it's not even the bare minimum. They're not doing the right thing. So, yeah. Colgazer said that the fireside chat that they're hoping that people who have flown said in the fireside chat that they're hoping that the people who have flown to essentially be their sales force. Well, that's a bit silly, isn't it? People that are spending that much money, why do you expect them to go out there and start marketing on their behalf? I don't really understand that. It had a broken. Let's bring this back. It had a broken wing that they hope they should be able to repair. It will end up at a rehabbery for a while until it's strong enough to fly. That's amazing. It's good that they don't put it down. I know that a lot of vets, anything you bring in, they just put them down. So at least they're rescuing this one. Still no signal from the flight radar. I have got this to share with you as well. Oh, no, not that. I've got this to share with you as well. So I've asked, AI-wise, is flight important for the stock and the company? The company's upcoming Galactic 07 flight on June the 8th, 2024, covering it live very shortly. So please do hit the like button. That's coming up hopefully in about 15 minutes, maybe. Let me mute that and that. Where was I? Is significant for several reasons, impacting both the company's stock and its overall business trajectory. Number one, validation of commercial space flight capabilities. Commercial milestone. The flight marks Virgin Galactic's 7th commercial mission, highlighting the company's capability to regularly conduct commercial space flights. Achieving the milestone reinforces Virgin Galactic's position in the emerging commercial space travel industry, potentially boosting investor confidence. Operational reliability. Successfully executing this mission without issues will demonstrate the reliability and the safety of Virgin Galactic's operations, crucial for attracting future customers and investors. Revenue generation. Each successful flight generates significant revenue from ticket sales, with the tickets priced around $450,000 per seat. Can someone confirm if that's correct? Was it 350,000 or 600? Is that the correct number? The financial impact of each flight can be substantial. This revenue is vital for the company's growth and financial health. Cost efficiency. Demonstrating the ability to conduct regular flights can help improve operational efficiency and reduce. That doesn't really apply because they're doing the Delta fleet. Number 3, research and development advancements. Scientific contributions. The flight includes research experiments from Axiom Space, Purdue University, and UC Berkeley. Successfully conducting these experiments showcases Virgin Galactic's capability to support scientific research, attracting further partnerships and contracts. Very important. Innovation showcase. The inclusion of advanced experiments such as propellant slosh studies and new 3D printing technologies positions Virgin Galactic as a leader in space-based research innovation. Market perception and investor sentiment. Positive publicity. High-profile missions attract media attention, which can enhance the company's public image and brand recognition. Positive media coverage can lead to increased interest from retail and institutional investors, and that's why they need to do more on the marketing front. Stock performance. They should be live streaming this on their YouTube channel, but they're not. Stock performance. Successful missions can lead to positive movements in the company's stock price as investor confidence grows. Conversely, any issues or failures can negatively impact stock performance. Number 5, regulatory and safety validation. FFA approval. The mission follows FFA approval of Virgin Galactic's final investigation report into previous issues. The regulatory green light demonstrates the company's commitment to addressing safety concerns and maintaining compliance, which is crucial for the long-term operation and approval and investor trust. We will be coming up to the flight. It's in about 9 minutes. I'm looking at flight radar now. We have nothing as of yet, no signals. So we'll continue with the analysis. And I'm covering a couple different channels, but we have nothing yet. Let's bring you some news here in just 1 second. Let me bring you this. Let's see if this is live.
Everything up. Showing some of the G training that they do in these little basically acrobatic stunt planes. But it will also serve as the chase plane. It's taxiing over to the main runway out there at Spacecraft. Massive runway, by the way. And it will take off first, and then we should shortly see the combination craft. That looks like a really weird aircraft there on the left-hand side, doesn't it? That's actually two things tacked together right now. You've got the carrier aircraft VMS Eve. Yeah, I got that right. VMS Eve. That's right. Jeez, I stuttered for a second. And then you have the spaceship VSS Unity. It's VMS Virgin
Warehouses,
Eve,
all that.
and VSS Virgin Spaceship Unity. So two different craft that are currently connected together there. And that guy walking by on the cell phone. And what's going to happen is the carrier aircraft with the 4 engines on the outer wings and the 2 fuselages. That's the carrier aircraft, and it's going to carry the spacecraft, which is sort of hung there in the middle, up to an altitude where it releases it, drops it. You heard him say release, release, release. And then the spacecraft will fire its hybrid rocket engines and literally jump into space. So that is our plan here this morning. Wilbo Baggins, how you doing? Appreciate the super chat over there. I love how people have to prompt.
So we're just tuning in. Nothing yet. Let's see here. Nothing here either. Let's get back to your comments.
Day.
Absolutely. So when
Yeah, it's carrying 4 passengers. We don't have anything as of yet. I am looking at flight radar. It's hard to understand how we share owners understand basic marketing of your products, and the seniors MGMT fails to even communicate through a monthly newsletter. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? Someone literally just needs to walk in and say, "What are we doing? We need to fix this." Good afternoon all, says Mike. Welcome in. Exactly, Tim. Morning, Mike. Expect to take off for 10 minutes. Thank you, Martin. Thanks, Martin, says John. Virgin Galactic is trash. They need to be better at exciting people, and they should also have a better live streaming of the flight. It's so boring. They need to take notes from SpaceX and how they live stream. Exactly. Right now, we're looking at independent people live streaming this. We don't have an SPCE live right now. I am a NXT Gen astronaut. I have my own private live stream today. Oh, look at me. Mark's Factory, love it. Love it. Let's see this.
and a whole bunch more that I can get into more in just a little bit.
All right. It is one of the things with the suborbital space flight here. They not only fly humans aboard, they're not just going up there and looking out the windows, right? Every one of these flights is also a research mission. And they do various experiments that they can't do here on the ground. Or they can do, but on the ground, they're not in microgravity conditions. So what you do when
Not saying anything useful yet. Let's continue with this for the next couple minutes, and then we'll get back to the flight. We're just having a look at flight radar. Nothing as of yet. We've got the previous flights, which we can play back and see how those went, but nothing as of this flight here. That was on the 21st of May, then we've got the 8th of May, 23rd of... Play all of these back if you like. But we're waiting to get a signal from flight now. So the key points about this flight is the final flight of VSS Unity. This mission is VSS Unity's last commercial flight before the Virgin Galactic fully dedicates its resources to the development and production of the Delta-class spaceships expected to enter commercial service in 2026. So this is very, very important. This needs to go perfectly. This is the last flight that you just need to get right. Transition to Delta-class spaceships. The Delta-class spaceships are designed to significantly enhance the operational capabilities of Virgin Galactic. These next-generation vehicles are expected to offer higher flight frequencies and reduce operational costs, which are critical for the company's long-term profitability. We know that. Scientific and commercial value. The Galactic 7 mission will carry both private astronauts. Let's make this clear. Bit of misunderstanding, I think. It'll carry both private astronauts, so I think it's 3 private astronauts, and research payloads from institutions like Axiom Space, Purdue University, and UC Berkeley. The dual-focus scientific research and commercial space tourism underscores Virgin Galactic versatile platform. Implications for the company: strategic shifts. The completion of this flight allows Virgin Galactic to concentrate on scaling its operations with more advanced technology, aligning with its goal to lead the commercial spaceflight. Investor confidence: successfully concluding the VSS Unity mission and transitioning to a new fleet could strengthen investor confidence, potentially leading to, I think we have movement.
There Excellent. You go. All right, it's rolling down the road. It was a long drive, but Jack checking in over there. And remember, the plan here is Jack is going to catch this taking off. D is at a slightly different position.
We don't have the
and
passengers'
we have one of our
names
robotic
yet.
cameras out there that will be remotely managed by Gage out there. Or not out. Gage isn't out there. Gage is a remote. But we will see this take off, hopefully. And then Jack and D are going to hop in the vehicle and race up the road to the drop zone. Get underneath the area where the release will actually happen, and the spacecraft will light its engine for that suborbital hop, and then we will see what happens from there. So that's our plan here this morning, folks. You can see we've got some motion rolling down the runway. That is
Please do hit the like button.
Carrier aircraft, VMS Eve, and the spacecraft as well. Spaceship as well, getting ready to hopefully take off in just under 3 or 4 minutes there. You've got some questions for us, tag us in chat at NASA Spaceflight. We will see if we can answer some.
Okay, so we are watching it there. We're expected to be in about 3 minutes, about 3 minutes and about 5 seconds. So in exactly 3 minutes is when we're expecting to get liftoff. And then obviously after that we expect some news of the release, as Zach loves to say. Let's see some of your comments. Do we know passengers? Reverse split is inevitable. I'm not touching it. Yes, it does seem like it is imminent, you're saying. I think it's inevitable as well. John says 4 passengers. Yes. Worse than recycled trash. Passenger names. They should be coming out later on. Names released after for flight, says John. It's a public company, but they act like they're private. Yeah, that's the issue, I think. Radiant Smile. Turkish astronaut Tufka Changir set for suborbital space flight on Virgin Galactic mission. Thank you, Zach. Now we've got one of the astronauts' names. After the split, they very well be. I don't get the whole private astronaut strategy, says Radiant Smile. Doesn't look like a 90-cent company. No, this should be trading. I mean, at that, what it should be trading at, if everything's going well, it's about $10. What it should be trading at now, with all the problems and market sentiment, it should be trading more towards the sort of $1.50 to $2 range, in my opinion. But again, I say this can go as low as 50 cents. Let's go back to the stream and see if there's. Hey Sensei, is everything okay? If everything goes okay, can we expect SPCE to go over $1 Monday? Yeah, I would like to say yes, but we've seen flights go okay and SPCE come down, so it's very hard to predict. I hope the passengers survive. I think we all hope the passengers survive, not only for their sake, but for the company's sake. It would go to zero instantly, and no one would be able to get their money out because no one can trade at this time. It would just be the whales. Let me turn this on, see if we've got any more news.
It was just a pleasure. So thank you, Dee, for everything that you did to get that running.
Nope, nothing yet. It should be in about a minute. He sent to Fly Baby Fly as a skydiver every time the plane leaves the ground. All scream Fly Baby Fly. I hope the passengers fly baby, says Jay Long. Here we go.
Chase plane. Has the chase plane taken off yet, or is it staged over there? I asked right after he muted, so we might.
Nothing there. Let's have a look at this one here.
Patch them in and bring you full live coverage. If it's your first time here, though, if you guys have questions, you can send those in the chat by taking us at the launch pad, and we'll work on answering those live. Woofy making a very good point. L minus, shouldn't it be D minus or R minus? That is a very good point. We haven't actually built that into our system to do that, so I'm going to add that to the list of things that we need to
So
get
here
added,
it's saying 42 minutes, but here we have about now. So let's tune in.
Just up to the top. Yep, there you go.
Here we go.
We'll stand by for some audio here we might have.
Has anyone got it on flight radar yet? It's not showing up on mine. Here we go. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Everyone loves that feeling where you just take off. Let's see how it goes.
Picking up speed down the runway. There's the hangar. Went behind for just a
And
second.
takeoff.
And there we have liftoff. It is the 7th commercial mission for Virgin Galactic, the 7th research mission, flying multiple research experiments. University payloads, some stuff for Axiom Space on there, and most importantly, human beings on their way to the drop zone where the spacecraft will hop them into space on a suborbital space flight.
Beautiful takeoff there. Everything looks good.
All looking good so far. This is exciting stuff.
So folks, what's coming up next? Oh, look at that shot.
That is Andy Edgell and CJ Sturko piloting VMS Eve on that beautiful takeoff.
Look at that. So this is actually going to be the robotic camera, I think, that Gage is remotely controlling right now. Dee and Jack took the camera out there and deployed it, and it will stay in position for tracking while they move down to the drop zone. But we have a bit of a climb phase here. The carrier aircraft is going to carry the spacecraft up to an altitude, and it does take them a bit of time. I don't know that we have a specific drop time released yet. If we have that, let me know. But
Watching it live, does anyone have the official tracking number?
I think it's.
Does anyone have the tracking number for the flight? Because I cannot see it yet. Oh, is it this? VAN. No, it can't be that one, I think. Does anyone have the tracking number for this flight yet? Up to almost 50,000 feet. Zach, do you mind sharing me the tracking number?
5 miles up.
Yep. Good deal. Now, I believe we might actually have this on FlightAware as well. Some of the flight tracking apps will show it, and sometimes you can actually see the different two different call signs, 2 different numbers for the spacecraft and the carrier aircraft itself. But do we have that? Let me check the back channel real quick and see what indicator can be searched to track this flight today. We'll share that in just a second if you want to follow along, and I believe we may also be showing it here. There we go. Thanks, Ryan. It's N348MS, it looks like. And we'll see if we can't, maybe Jay will tell me in the back channel whether or not we have the ability to put flight aware here on the stream.
By the way, they're clever with that November 348 MS mothership.
Here it is. We did have it live, but it's just come up live. Space Support America, there it is.
Jack actually has to exit the spaceport hangar area. Gage is holding
13,000 feet.
I can't strap it down.
There it is. We're about 14,500 feet. I do still have, let's have a look at the visuals here as well. They release at 50,000 feet. We're just climbing to 15,000 feet now. We're just climbing.
Hours ago.
48 hours?
It has been just over.
There's some shots of it. Not sure what that is. We're at 16,000 feet now. Here we go. It's circling around again. Let me show you it over here as well. Nearly 17,000 feet now. 17,000 feet. Great job, Centre. Thank you, Martin. Oh, Martin's got a different one to me. Oh, yeah, VGXO. There it is. We've got it live now. You can see the marketing on the underside of the spaceship there. What do we have here?
Up there as well, so we can show you both. They've learned a lot from operating this over the years. They've changed a lot of things, corrected a lot of things. One of those fly and get data and then make things better. And they have enough things to make better that they're doing an entire new design. So this is the final flight of this design.
We know that. We know that it's the final flight. We've already covered that. We've got the chart here. We're looking to hopefully break $1 this week if the flight does go well. And we can have a look at the flight radar as well. We're about 20,000 feet now, circling back round. We've got a random flight in the middle of all of this. We want to keep our eyes on VGX04, Virgin Galactic VSS Unity, at about 20,000 feet, climbing quite fast. Not very fast though. We go we're stuck at 20,300, 20,600. So we are climbing. We are climbing. Oh, thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. We do have a good ratio of subscribers to viewers. Thank you all for watching. Please do hit the like button if you are enjoying the stream. We'll be covering the charts again afterwards. Let's hope this is going to be a successful flight. They're at about 21,600 feet. Virgin Galactic is launching the final flight. That's
ways, these technological ways that we can advance what we're doing. So glad to see Virgin Galactic flying again here today. What is this shot? Did we switch back to D for a second?
Fantastic track still.
Yeah.
The views already. Can't wait to see it drop.
That? That's okay. That's still 11. All right. I think we just made it bigger and moved the FlightAware away so we can change up what we're showing on FlightAware. You know, so this is a thing for rockets as well, but I like the scattered puffy clouds because they give you so much context.
Yes, you really
it seems to all be going well so far.
How fast the vehicles actually
all going well so far. We are at about 24,000 feet now. The GPS altitude is 25,100. The barometric altitude is about 24,000. Keeping an eye on all views here. We are losing visuals about now, and then we have the AI visuals over here. I don't know why people bother watching this one. There's 1,000 people watching this random stream. At least this one shows you some visuals, but no one's doing what we're doing, which is showing you every single angle possible. Flight radar again, we've got it about 25,000 biometric feet, and the GPS altitude is about 27,000. Of course, they'll do it on Saturday during market close. Yeah, I mean, if something goes wrong, it's the best way that retail won't panic, and they will be able to get out before retail. So let's hope nothing does go wrong. Watching it here, 25,600 feet. I think it's 50,000 feet where it detaches. Virgin Galactic should invest in GoPro and cell phone with hotspots so we can see. Yeah, I mean, you saw what SpaceX did. They had the Starlink there, and they had some amazing shots. Flyware up so that you can see, but it is quite possible that we lose the track here. Once you lose the track, it's very difficult to reacquire it, but we will see what we are able to see. Remember, Jack and D are. We're at 26,700 feet. Am I correct in saying at 50,000 feet is where we see it release? Are we looking to get a release at 50,000? Is that correct? Here we go, 27,500 feet. Quickly go back to the charts. What I'm looking for is, because we're just below resistance, if we're looking maybe to hit 78 cents tomorrow. Let's bring you back what's important for now, which is they've lost track of the flight, so they're not showing us anything useful on the YouTube channel. So we're at 28,000 feet, waiting for it to climb further up to 50,000. The bag of holding says 49,000, I think. We're truly a space travel civilization. It's amazing, says Ralph. I think that's very true. There we go. We're going further north now. 29,000 feet. Virgin should invest into a GoPro. Yeah, we've read with the new spacecraft have a better streaming capabilities. I think that will drive the excitement up. They definitely should. I'll be very surprised if they don't. I'll be very surprised if they don't. It has 49,000, I think. Congrats, Sensei. 26,000 subs. We've just hit 26,000 subs. Absolutely amazing. That is great to be live for that. Congratulations all. We've just hit 26,000 subs. So please do hit the like button for that. Amazing news. Fingers crossed, there's the bag of holding. Yes, we're keeping our fingers crossed for this. We're just hitting 30,000 feet. They talk about the journey. What about the viewership journey? How can we be a part of the journey watching it from Flight Tracker? It'll show us the live feed, camera space. Yeah, I mean, I wish we wouldn't have to do this. I wish we could just cover the Virgin Galactic channel, but we're trying to look at NASA Spaceflight channel, this channel, go on Flight Radar. Of course, we're going to bring you as much as we can, but this is something Virgin Galactic should be providing for us. You look at the SpaceX flights, you look at their onboard cameras, you look how they're innovating with every single flight, putting Starlink on their flights so we can get a good internet connection and watch amazing footage. But they don't care. They're leaving us to do it all by ourselves. Sell the experience, promote the experience, make us feel like we're missing out by showing us what we're missing. Yes, right now, what we're missing out on, it doesn't feel real, does it? It just feels disconnected, looking at Flight Radar, looking at someone taking filming it from the ground. We feel a little bit disconnected. We'd love to see it live. Absolutely correct, Radiant Smile. Congrats, Sensei, says John. Thank you very much. We're now at 31,000 feet or 33,000 GPS altitude. Getting very close to 50,000 feet now. This is when it gets exciting. This is the important part. 77 people watching, 41 likes. Let's get those likes up. Congrats, Martyn Sensei. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
J Long donated $1.99 through a super chat. Congrats, Martyn and Sensei. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Jay Long. It means a lot. I think this is the most amount of super chats I've ever experienced on one of the live streams I've done. So I really, really do appreciate it. I don't think there'll be any more, but Jay Long and Zach Zate, thank you so much. These super chats help run the channel, the streams. Martyn appreciates it. I appreciate it. So thank you so much. And we've got, I think, 2 super chats so far. Yeah, I don't think there'll be any more, but thank you very much, Jay Long. The $1.99, thank you. Congrats, Martyn. The interviewer that interviewed Michael Colglazier should have asked all these questions. Yes, Radiant Smile. Why wasn't he asking these important questions? About 35,000 feet. It's real but private. It is real but private. It is real but private. Yeah, I mean, I talk about the flight. Yeah, of course it's real, it's happening, but it just doesn't. We don't feel part of it. I'm not saying we should see the astronauts if they want their privacy, but we would love to see some footage from outside or the cockpit or. We are at 35,500 feet on the GPS altitude and 34,000 feet on the barometric altitude. I think we can go off the GPS altitude though. Here we go, it's circling back round. This is very, very close now, about 15,000 feet to go. Becky, welcome to the channel. Consider becoming a member. You see everyone here is a member, so you get lots of perks, but I appreciate your comment. Yes, thank you, Sensei, for doing this, and thank you, Martyn, for hosting Sensei. No worries at all. Becky, thank you for being here. Good afternoon, family. Have we found out the passengers yet? Unfortunately not. I think they're being released. We've got news that they're going to be released after the flight. We do have one of the astronauts' names. If you scroll up, Zach did mention a Turkish astronomer. Astronomer? No, astronaut. But we should get news afterwards. We are at 37,000 feet, or 35,000 feet on the barometric altitude. Watching this live, we should get a release in the next 10 minutes. Should get a release. Let's tune into here for a second, see if we've got any extra news.
Flight there. Like if you're in a commercial flight, you're usually tooling along around 35,000 feet. And so they're going 10,000 plus higher than you'd normally see in a commercial flight. Your altitude will vary a little bit. They try to avoid weather and turbulence and that sort of stuff. But here they are going higher than a commercial flight. And that's just the carrier aircraft. When the rocket engines ignite on these spacecraft, they'll go even higher. Let me say thanks to some folks here that have done some super chats I didn't grab. Peter Weingartner says, "What a week you've been having. You're all true." I think we operate.
Sorry, that's not bringing us much, so let's continue with flight tracker. Looking about 39,000 feet. Just getting very, very close. This is the final flight of VSS Unity. So this is very, very important. If this goes wrong, oh my god, that would be the end of Virgin Galactic, and it'll be so annoying because it was just before they get the Delta fleet. But when they can just focus on the Delta fleet, of course, it's very, very unlikely something will go wrong, but I'd hate to imagine if it does. We just want to see a completely successful flight, no mishaps, and it looks like they're about to collide with an aircraft, but of course there will be a very different altitude. We've got this flight here, which is a private owner. He's at 12,000 feet, and we've got VGX06 Virgin Galactic, which is at 39,500 feet. So I've got something in my eye. Here we go, 30, getting up to 40,000 feet very shortly. Let's look into your comments quickly. Don't want to miss anything, so we'll quickly cover the comments. Imagine imagine the money that goes into this. I think SPCE is sick of traders, so possibly do want to take private. I don't think it will be because of the traders. We can broken the altitude this time. How soon after the flight do we discover the passenger names? I don't know that information. I imagine shortly after. Releasing names after flight is wild. Why wouldn't you want to be part of history? Why would you pay all that money just for a couple of articles after saying, oh, by the way, this is who was flying? I'd be sad for the people. Thank you, VSS Unity. Yes, the last VSS Unity flight. All the big money would be out at the weekend. Dread to think what price would be Monday morning. Yeah, it would literally be zero because the whales would absolutely dump it. People with enough money will fly usual, like their identity private. It'll be fine though. Yes, it will be, Craig. Touch wood. This is not historical. It's not even really space. No, it is historical, and I guess, depending on definitions, I would class it as space. Here we go. 40,000 feet. We are at 40,000. Oh, here we go. We've got some footage over here.
Follow the contrail. Yeah, you can zoom in. You just got to follow the contrail. It's nice. It's like pan the camera in this direction to find the aircraft. There you go. Gage, always the consummate tracking professional with these robotic cameras. It's literally like playing a video game.
And literally just using a trackpad, which is even more impressive.
Well, that's a personal decision, but you know. What a view. Look at that.
Yeah, again, that bluish part in the middle of those two sections there, that is the spaceship itself, VSS Unity. Underneath the mothership, VMS Eve.
Thank you, Sawyer.
You're welcome, Douse.
All right. How long has it been since liftoff? Did we get... I bet you Jonathan McDowell tweeted the liftoff time. You can always trust Jonathan to tweet that stuff. I'll pull it up real quick.
We still have a view of it. Absolutely amazing. Imagine if Virgin Galactic would provide this themselves. Much better quality it should.
So 28 would put us at 350, 30, 20, 23 minutes ago? Did I quick math that correctly?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
All right, 23 minutes ago. So continuing its climb, we expected it to be 45 minutes to an hour to climb all the way up to the drop zone. Look at this. Is that the vehicle camera and they saw the contrail?
Yes, that is D inside the chase vehicle on the right side, Gage tracking on the left side.
Axis cameras, I'd like to have a chat with your firmware team about color correction. You can tell the difference between D's camera on the right, where you can see that the sky in New Mexico is in fact blue, and the Axis robotic security camera there, making it look like it's a dismal gray day, but it looks like it's actually a beautiful day in southern New Mexico, doesn't it?
It really does. Perfect day to fly.
43,000 feet. They're getting all the super chats on their channel, but they've got thousands of people viewing. Let's see. 40,500 feet on the barometric altitude, 42,500 feet on the GPS altitude. So getting very close to 43,000. This is the final straight. And they've lost visuals of the flight. Again, I still don't understand why Virgin Galactic won't just do a stream themselves. On the final line to release says Zach Zate, I'm sending positive energy, they will be live. Thank you, the bag of holding, unbelievable. Isn't it just Zach Zate? Did anyone notice that Michael Glazier said Delta goes to the same point in space as Blue Origin? No, I didn't notice that. Flat picture profile talking about color grading, that's hilarious. probably shooting it in B-RAW or in a Sony flat picture profile. That hopefully confirms that the hybrid rocket usually hybrid rocket upgrades to actually make them astronauts. Just need a LUT. A LUT. Just need a LUT. What does that mean? Radiant. Here we go. GPS altitude still at 43,500. The barometric altitude at 41,500. Covering it live. Getting very, very close to it now. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the like button. We're covering the last flight from VSS Unity. Very, very important flight. Then we're going to be looking at the charts and the predictions for next week and the coming months, because there's not going to be much going on with this being the final flight. This is the final Virgin Galactic flight, final flight of VSS Unity, carrying 4 passengers. Oh my god, did we just get another super chat? This has definitely been the best stream I've ever done in terms of super chats. I appreciate it a lot. I said there wasn't going to be another one. I just didn't believe it, and there is another one. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god, I'm getting overwhelmed. Let's have a look at this. It'll read it out in a second. I'll wait for it to read it out. We're at 44,000. It's the first super chat from Becky. Thank you so much, Becky. It'll read it out for you in a second. Remember, if you do a super chat and you write a comment, we've got a system in place that will read out the comment for you. We're at 44,000 feet, so we're getting very, very close to the end. We are making sure we're not missing anything, looking at all different... Nope, they're not talking about anything there. We've got this AI model over here on a different channel here, which is showing.
Becky donated $25 through a super chat. You guys are worth it. Go Sensi and Martyn.
Go Sensi and Martyn, you guys are worth it. Thank you so much, Becky. That $25 means a lot. I've never got this many super chats on a live stream, so I didn't expect to get another one. And Becky, you've done it. $25. Thank you. It means a lot. We are trying to be there for the members and the viewers of this channel. We're trying to bring you every different angle we can, and also present our thoughts, fundamentals. Martyn does a lot of work on the fundamentals live every single day. I'm doing the charts. I do what I can. And right now, today, we're covering the final. There we go.
JJ donated $2 through a super chat. Will SPCE goes over $1 long enough to stay listed?
JJ, thank you for the super chat. Will SPCE go over $1 long enough to stay listed? I can't predict that, but they've already had plans to do the stock split, so they don't seem to have confidence in it. We got back above $1. We retested down, back below $1. So I don't think so. I don't think so. Here we go. Final countdown. 10, 9. Oh, is it? It's doing a countdown for us. 3. We're at 45,000 feet on my...
A spacecraft compared to a rocket.
What's the countdown for Zach? What's happened?
Spacecraft is technically rocket powered.
Oh, has that happened? Have we got...
Human beings aboard. Are there any real distinctions between a...
About 45,000 feet.
spacecraft?
Have we got release? Oh, yes. Is that the color change?
Not necessarily. I mean, it still follows...
Did I miss it?
The FAA in terms of...
Is that the color change there?
airspace, if there's any water nearby, clearing that out, which...
I thought we were waiting for 49,000 feet, but we might have got it.
And then...
Oh, are you right?
Like, while it's in space, if there is any...
I trust Zach Zate.
Slightly off nominal, they still have to report it to the FAA. For example, the previous flight, there was a...
Zach Zate, have we got... I don't think we've got it yet. What was the countdown for? 45,400... Oh, we're going down now. Oh, have we got release? Is that what's going on? Yes, we do. Look at that. Release, release, release. We've got 2 of the aircrafts. One. Okay, and we've got. Which one should we follow? Have we got release?
So it is one of the reasons the Spaceport America is such a good
45,700 feet, and the other one is 45,800 feet. No, I think they're still together.
Sawyer, if you could cover a couple things, I'm going to do a little bit of troubleshooting in the background here, technically.
We've got a poll in the chat. Will Virgin Galactic stock fly on Monday? I'm going to say undecided. Let me know your thoughts in the YouTube chat. I'm just trying to figure out, have we got release? Seems like we're still climbing. Not over there. I don't think we've released yet. We're still going up 46,000 feet is White King, and then VSS Unity is 46,000 feet. Is that coming down? No, it's still going up. Oh. Oh, Zach Zay, it's saying release, release, release. Zach Zay. How do we see that? How do you know that? I thought we're waiting for 49,000 feet. Oh, Zach Zay, are you there now? Are you watching it live?
And other parts inside the body during suborbital spaceflight. That is where we are at right now, taking off about 30 minutes ago from, and it's been flying and gaining altitude. The drop altitude is about 45,000 feet.
Oh, 45.
It is kind of going towards the south. We'll likely see it turn back to the north before it does its drop of the vehicle. The ignition of the hybrid motor, known as rocket motor 2, on the back of that vehicle. It does not gimbal, that is a fixed engine, but the
Oh, Virgin Galactic said it was about 45,000 feet. Okay. So why do I still see the VSS Unities alongside scaled 348, the White Knight 2? And they're still gaining altitude. It's looking like 45,000 feet on the biometric altitude would be any second now. If you're looking at that number there we go, 45,000 feet. Are we expecting it now? Is the tracking just a bit delayed? What's going on? Because it doesn't look like we've got a release yet. Is there a problem?
It looks like the motion may be stopped. There's the robotic camera scanning the skies. A little bit of broken cloud cover there.
Yeah, I mean, it is at 45,000 feet, so that is the drop altitude. It's there. It has made a turn towards the north, right around Las Cruces. It made that turn. It is just heading north now towards the Truth or Consequences area.
All right. And this is what you see, like when you're operating one of these remote cameras.
We don't have confirmation.
Scanning the sky, trying to find an area.
This is why Virgin Galactic needs its own live stream. They can tell us right now if it's released or not. Oh, we're losing. Here we go. We're going down in altitude. 40,000, 45,000. No, we're going back up.
Yeah, but we'll see what we're able to see.
We'll see what we get. Yeah.
It's past 45,000 feet. So does that mean
local time there? There we go. There we have that big southern loop where it's turning back around.
This is from the ADS-B data that almost all aircraft now have to share.
I'm going to check in with our mobile folks, D and Jack, to see if they've gotten to set up for the drop zone yet. But there we have the track doing that big
45,000 feet still?
heading up north, you can see the lake there. That should be Elephant Butte Lake. You can see on the right-hand side Wyson Missile Range as well. See how they're using that western border of the missile range, because they don't typically have commercial flights flying over the missile range there. And
We're just waiting for confirmation right now. We don't have any confirmation. I just want to be clear. VSS Unity is still at 45,000 feet. And the other aircraft is they're still together. No confirmation yet. My mistake. I saw two planes. Oh, Zach say okay. Yeah, I saw two planes when you zoom in, but they still seem to be together. And it's been at 45,000 feet. So let's hope. Is it speeding up now? 303 knots. 303 knots. Nope, nothing yet.
the lenses they use are ridiculous.
45,000 feet.
Possibility to get eyes on this aircraft and spacecraft when the drop.
I two planes, says Jonga. Where's the two planes? They're the same plane. Unfortunately, they're just a little bit out of sync. Still one plane. Need to finish the turn. They release some final approach back towards Spaceport America and level out around 45. Okay, they've leveled out. We've got Spaceport America there, so still waiting. The altitude now, GPS is showing 47,000, but the biometric altitude is about 45,000. Need to finish the turn. It looks like they've finished the turn.
Okay. We are going to release it at some point. Leaks coming soon. Leaks. Jeez.
No release yet. No release yet. 99 watching, 41 likes. Please hit the like button. If you do a super chat, it will read it on the screen. I don't think we'll actually get any more super chats on this stream, but it's worth asking and letting you know what happens if you do a super chat. Some super chats release. I'm sure it will happen straight away. We still nothing. 45,000 feet. They are straight. They are coming past Spaceport America very shortly.
In that drop zone, they'll ignite the engine, they'll climb a little bit, they will then feather, spin the vehicle around.
No release yet. Still at 45, just above 45,000 feet.
Drop zone. This way.
They won't release over Tau Hatch. It'll be after that. Yeah, they already passed Tau and Hatch. That's over there. They're over there.
Spaceship 2 is about 18 meters long and 8 meters wide. And
Is this taking an abnormal amount of time? Well, let's hope not. If it were on a trading day, the stock would slightly be coming down now because people would be panicking. I think it's all fine though. We're just waiting for release. Yeah, HG Exposed, they passed Hatch. Now they're coming over to they're alongside Spaceport America.
I don't see why they wouldn't be at this point. Again, they'll probably make some improvements to the vehicle, the specs.
No news yet. I'm getting nervous. 45,000 feet, still alongside each other. That's Spaceport America on the right there. They're basically adjacent to there now, and there's 45,000 feet, 331 KTS. Oh, we've got some visuals.
And again, as of this moment, VMS Eve, Andy Edgel and CJ Sturko are the ones piloting that. getting ready for the drop to begin piloting once that happens is VSS Unity Commander Nicola Pasile and pilot Jamil Janjua.
Outstanding. Again, folks, there's a little bit of clouds out there, but that contrail points right to the aircraft and spacecraft still currently together. I'm going to make sure I refresh first before I answer this, but I don't know that we have an anticipated drop time released yet. But let me make sure that Virgin Galactic hasn't tweeted any new information.
I have not seen them zeet anything yet.
Zeet, thank you. Yeah, last update was 13 minutes ago, it looks like. And it was the takeoff that they had posted. They were climbing to 45,000 feet. That was 23 minutes ago. But I'm not seeing drop time currently.
We should roughly be in the approximate time of when we've seen drops in the past, at least.
Yep. We'll keep looking. Jack and Dee are both out there as well, scanning the skies. And if they are able to get eyes on it, we will share it with you here. And I now show nominal feeds from both of their cameras. About 16
Weather's
megabits
good.
from two different cameras. So we've got that going for us, which is nice. Oh!
Here we go.
Briefly.
D has it.
Yeah. On a different camera there. So they're out near the drop zone, but they're getting a side shot of it right now. And a lot of times when we see the drop, it's directly above Jack when it's been caught. So is it going to go around for another loop, or is it going to drop sort of off the side here? Will be interesting to see, but they have acquired it out there.
Absolutely no news yet.
Drop zone.
It's about the time they should be dropping, so please do hit the like button. We'll be covering it live.
Yep.
If you can please hit the like button. We've got 100 people watching, only 44 likes. If we can get the likes up, I really appreciate it.
And one from near the drop zone on the right.
And the ignition of that hybrid motor.
Yep. Looks like the clouds got us from the robotic camera down there at Spaceport, but still eyes on it from the drop zone area.
Still beautiful views of it.
There you go. Looks like we've reacquired it again.
In theory, within about the next 10 minutes or so, we should have that drop.
What's the flight track say? Are they up at the altitude that Virgin announced, the 45,000?
I can answer that. Yes, they are at the altitude. We're watching it now. We have just gone, we were in a very nice straight line, which is normally where they like to release. However, we're continuing to head north, I believe that is. Yeah, heading north. We are at an altitude of 45,000. We have been for the past sort of 5 to 10 minutes. And here it is. Is that going? No, no. Flight radar likes to trick us a little bit. Is that 2 flights? 4, 5. Oh, here we go. Really? No, I can't tell. The flight radar is. We just need to get some confirmation that we have got the release. Let me go back.
Blocking the views. Also making it very difficult to reacquire afterwards. Let's see what we get. There on the track, the spaceport is down.
Nope, no release. It's just the data is they're releasing 2 different types of data, so it looks like they are releasing, but they're still together. They're about 45,500 feet now. So this is interesting. I am here in contact via email and X. Let's quickly look at Martyn's comment. I'm here in contact via email and X with those on the ground at Spaceport America. Martyn is doing the research for us. Thank you, Martyn. He is in contact with people there, which is amazing. Maybe research, maybe it is research, maybe they're trying to get some more data for their last flight. I wouldn't be panicking, but I'm getting a little bit nervous, even though I shouldn't be getting nervous. Zach's 8 is overexcited. That's what you should be, not nervous. They're doing a test in this flight testing insulin pens. Oh, interesting. Too cloudy? No, the weather is absolutely perfect. Are there paying customers on the flight? Yes, they are. Has to release now or never, states HG expiration. No, they've got a little bit more time, but you'd expect it to be now. Where is Martyn? Martyn it's his weekend. He's got the weekend off. I'm covering his stream. So if you don't mind hitting the like button, that would be amazing. I'm overwhelmed about the super chats I've got. Oh, the channel's got this on this stream. I've never seen so many super chats come through, so I appreciate it. Let's go back to going very north now. Western Blue Mountains, here we come. 44,800 feet, it seems. Dropping below that 45,000 now, slightly, nothing to be concerned about. Why Virgin Galactic? Yes, if Virgin Galactic stream this, we would have much better understanding of what's going on.
And Jack and D are out there right now. 1 week from now, I will be out at Spaceport.
No, not saying anything useful there. No news. Checking Twitter now. Got Twitter here. All they posted was the successful takeoff. This was 20 minutes ago. And nothing since. No new news.
Middle, right? That blue, watery area, surprising for the desert. The drop area is sort of to the right and a little bit to the south of that lake.
So they're saying the drop area is around. Is about here, I believe. So we're waiting for that to loop back round. Hopefully on the way back we see it release. Mark Satsby saying it's in about 10 minutes. Is that what we've got? Is that the most up-to-date news now? Send it. Here we go. We've got a new tweet from Virgin Galactic. Send it. As we ascend to the release altitude, the Galactic 07 crew will be conducting cabin checks and preparing for release. That's the new tweet there. Nothing yet. Let's refresh that again. No, that's the latest tweet about a minute ago there. Waiting for this to loop back round and hopefully release on the way back. Let's quickly check your comments. Drop it is in about 8 minutes. Okay. The pilot is escape. Oh my god. Oh my god. How has that just happened? Becky, what? $100? That is crazy. What? Let's wait for that to. Here we go. Absolutely amazing.
Becky donated $100 through a super chat. Fassini, nice job covering it. Martyn, thanks for your channel. Google for providing everyone YouTube, though I wish they only took 10 to 15%. My donation for the year. Ha ha ha. Be well.
Becky, absolutely amazing. That is the best super chat ever received. Well, there's been for on my live stream for sure. For Sensei, nice job covering it. Becky, amazing. Martyn, thank you for your channel. Google for providing everyone YouTube. Thought though I wish they only take 10 to 15%. Yeah, that would be nice for them, wouldn't it? My donation for the year. Be well, Becky. That is very, very kind, very, very thoughtful. I really do appreciate it. $100. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you very much, Becky, for that and your amazing comments. If there's anything we can do, if there's any stocks you want me to have a look at, we're going to be looking at the charts afterwards. So if I can do any charts for you, that'd be amazing. But Becky, thank you for $100. I don't have sound effects. My sound effects aren't working for some reason, so I can't give you fireworks, but I will give you my absolute best wishes and thanks for that. It's very, very, very kind. Amazing. Look at the comments now. Look, it's red. It's going to stay there for a while. Let's quickly go back to the comments. Release in 10 minutes. They should land on spaceport. Hey Becky, oh my god, Becky, wow, Becky, nice one. Go GameStop, go. Okay, we don't need to talk about GameStop right now, but we're looking. Zach Zate's loving it as well. Craig and Jay Long, thank you very much. Lost for words. Thank you, Becky. So we're still tuning in for the flight. 46,000. We're about 44,500 feet. We're looking to loop background, which we are right now, and I imagine the release will be somewhere around this lake here. So that should be in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Hopefully everything goes well. We are looking at a few different live sources, making sure we're not missing anything, bringing you all the news together in one place.
You drop it, you release, and then you light the candle. The order of operations is important there.
Nothing there. It's nothing there either. Checking Twitter. Nothing since the last tweet. Again, I wish Virgin Galactic was streaming, but this is the best we can do, bringing you all the information from everywhere. Jaylong, Becky, Boss Becky, Sensei is so worth it. Thank you, Jaylong. Very kind. Here we go. We're looping background. We're traveling at about 44,500 feet. If you zoom in, you can see that it's not released yet. They're still together, both around 44,500 feet. So we might expect it to go up about another 500 feet and then get the release in the next few minutes. We have 125 people watching. Let's see how many likes we have. I should stop focusing on the likes, really. 63 likes, 125 people watching. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button. I have my show every Sunday, look at charts, crypto, all that sort of stuff. And what we managed to do every Sunday is get more likes than people watching. So, but I guess that's a Sunday special. So let's focus on the stream for now. We're looking at, again, 44,418 feet. GPS altitude is 46,300. Looking like any moment now. We expect the drop zone to be somewhere around here, around these two lakes, just on the way to Spaceport America. We've got a private flight, I think, which is enjoying it here, going round and round above Spaceport America. But what we're focusing on now is VSS Unity and VGX006, if you wanted to search it on your own flight radar. Yeah, they're not going to release on a turn. They're turning now. Once they head straight, we're expecting it to be in the next few moments. They've straightened up now. Let's quickly see if there's any other news.
Doing the southern turn, that big sweeping turn, with carrier aircraft headed down to the south towards the drop zone. And as we get acquisition of video signal from any of our cameras, we've got 3 cameras out there scanning the sky.
They don't have any live footage, otherwise I'd be bringing that to you. No live cameras. How long left? We're imagining the probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes we'll get release. Then we'd like to do maybe half an hour of flight of charts. So we imagine the stream would be probably ending in about 37 minutes, but we're hoping for a release in the next 5 to 7 minutes. So I imagine it on the hour. Here we go. This is where we're expecting. This is where we're expecting it. We're heading at 44,500 feet. We've got a speed of 285. So any moment now.
If anybody sees a contrail, sing out.
They don't have a view of it. If they do, I'll bring it straight back to you. Right now we're looking at flight radar, 44,500 feet, 285 KTS. And we're coming up to where I believe we'll be releasing. I do believe it will be at any moment now. Read some of your comments quickly. Virgin Galactic needs to push info better, definitely. Wish Virgin Galactic was giving all this information, at least tweeting. I mean, how hard is it for them to tweet? Release in 4 minutes, says Mark Satsby. It's been a couple minutes since, so we're expecting it in about a couple minutes now. Virgin Galactic needs to make merch, like the Boeing McCartney hires some new that action is marketing. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be expensive. It just needs to be. I promise you, a marketer, someone who's just graduated from university in media marketing or marketing, would do a better job than they're doing right now. I don't understand it. You think Virgin Galactic has a great future and worth investing? I think it's better than a lot of companies out there, and it does have the potential. So I don't think it's a bad investment. There's no real business in SPCE at the minute. How 200k a seat for 4 people paying, doing that 3 times a year. Yes, but I guess most of it's testing for now for the Delta fleet. Probably the most extreme ride humans can have. Yeah, it's the ultimate roller coaster, isn't it? Godspeed, unknown passengers. We have Virgin Galactic for $100 merch set on the screen, mugs and shirts and so much more. Yes, well, we have merch. There we go. Martyn's just posted the link in the live chat of the Virgin Galactic merch. Please check that out. Here we go. We've got some footage of it now.
This isn't scripted.
We're expecting release any moment now.
Telling you what we think in real time.
Release!
Outstanding.
Ignition. And there she goes. VSS Unity on her final flight.
2 pilots, 4 passengers aboard. That solid rocket motor propelling the spacecraft up to touch the edge of space.
And it's a fixed engine. It doesn't move or swivel. Like you were pointing out, it gets difficult once it gets this high up to be able to tilt the tripod up to keep.
We've lost my microphone as well. 62,000 feet, but I think the tracker isn't tracking it perfectly. We're at 62,000 feet. Probably higher.
Trajectory. This is going to get tough because you lack the smoke trail, you lack the big exhaust plume. It's so high, it becomes just a pixel in the viewfinder.
So once that cuts off very shortly, they should be entering the weightlessness portion where they will be able to unbuckle and float about.
Congratulations, Virgin Galactic, for their final
be a couple of minutes
flight with VSS Unity.
That is when a lot of them will take out personal research.
We have lost images, we have lost tracking information, but what we haven't lost is VSS Unity. It has done its final mission. It is heading up to space right now. Absolutely amazing. It's a little bit emotional, isn't it? Because this channel really thrived on SPCE. We loved it. Martyn loved it. Got a big SPCE following, and now this is the final flight of VSS Unity, doing its final mission. It's done its good work. No problem so far, really. They've no crashes. Now it's on to the next stage. End of this, but beginning of the next chapter for Virgin Galactic. We're watching it now. Let's hope they successfully get to space. We wish them the best. Hopefully they enjoy their time up there and we see them back on the ground. We've got the main aircraft dropping in altitude, 49,400, heading back to Spaceport America, it seems. And we've got VSS Unity going up into space. Very, very nice. Happened just about on time. Made me nervous for quite a quick second. Jay Long says, fly baby fly, release, 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 fly baby fly, release, release, audio. Sorry, Jay Long, thank you. Release, release, release. Congratulations, Virgin Galactic. Zach8 says, unbelievable. Jay Long is loving it. Wow, beautiful, never gets old. Becky says, pixel in the viewfinder. That makes sense. The tracker does not work in space. Yes, we have lost the tracker. All that power from some plastic and nitrous oxide. Join Sensei on Sunday for those trading levels. Yes, thank you for all who built this with me. 3 years on this stock. Absolutely amazing, Martyn. You've done amazing coverage on this stock. You've done so much for the stock as well. Yes, do join me tomorrow night. That is the link for you there. If you do, let's open that in a new tab. If you go on the link here and you press notify me now, you'll get notified on when the live stream is. So do consider doing that. Thank you for who built this with me. 3 years on this stock. It's our 3rd birthday in a few years. Absolutely amazing. Thank you all. I'm so glad Sensei could celebrate this event. It's my pleasure. Absolutely. I feel honoured to celebrate this event with all the members and everyone here. Zach8 says, congratulations. Amazing, amazing. We got release.
There's just not many of them. And something, I'll say it. There's a huge debate. Oh, geez, are they doing anything? Are they just along for the ride? There's an argument that if you're in a capsule and you're just along for the ride and maybe you have a button to press, the folks aboard this spacecraft that are flying with hands on the control of this spacecraft are doing far more to bring it down safely.
Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Well, do
Jack,
stick with me. We'll have a look at the chart shortly.
To say about human-piloted spacecraft?
Sorry, adrenaline dump. Sure.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
Thanks, Jack.
Nicola Pasila and Jamil Janju are the ones that are hand flying VSS Unity for its final flight.
All right, so we're still scanning the skies. That's the carrier aircraft again on the left-hand side. And that spacecraft would just be a tiny dot in the sky.
Yep, so at this point, it's very likely that their research experiments will have been completed. They'll have had...
Let's have a look at the comments. We've got no visuals yet. We'll wait for that to get some more news from Virgin Galactic. For now, let's quickly look at the comments. What a day to celebrate. Here we go. We've got Virgin Galactic tweeting now. Release, release, release. VSS Unity is supersonic and spacebound. That is amazing. Look at that. I wish they'd live stream it, right? Look at that. Absolutely amazing. I think that deserves a second to look at. It's he is a great addition to the network. Oh, thank you, Martyn. Congrats. We built this channel on this company. That is true, Martyn. Glad to be here. I'm a part of the journey. Thank you, Sensei, for covering this historic event. No worries, John. Couldn't miss it. I learnt. Here's Becky. Absolutely amazing super chat. It's still up there. If you remember this, for Sensei, nice job covering it. Martyn, thanks for your channel. Google for providing everyone with YouTube. Yes, thank you, Google. But keep down the percentage you take through. I wish 10 to 15%. That only took 10 to 15%. My donation for the year. Haha, be well. Thank you very much, Becky. Becky says, I learned from of space through watching Martyn. One day, I hope its price rises. Who knows when that will happen? We hope so. It might be a long journey. We're here for the journey. As long as they get themselves sorted within the next sort of year and a half, they really focus on the Delta fleet, really start getting a little bit of a marketing department together. Don't need to spend lots. Don't start having more parties and stuff like that. Really stringent with their money. They will come out on top, and we look forward to that happening. Now, good luck to all of you who invest, especially one person, Zach Zate. We love you, Zach Zate. Great job, Sensei Lol, who believes more than anyone.
Becky donated $100 through a super chat. For CNI, nice job covering it. Martyn, thanks for your channel. Google for providing everyone YouTube, though I wish they only took 10 to 15%. My donation for the year. Ha ha ha. Be well.
Martyn's played that again for us. Thank you, Becky. Again, who believes more than anyone? Some Power will be released short squeeze next week, and done so much to support us on this mission. He went live at the Space Force for us.
JJ donated $2 through a super chat. Will SPCE goes over $1 long enough to stay listed?
We have answered that question. Thank you again for the super chat, JJ. The person is, of course, Zach Zate, my dear friend. Hopefully he doesn't hit the flying Tesla. You deserve so much, Zach Zate. We wish you the best. And from all of us, we really hope your investment pays off. You deserve so much. I hope people on board the flight up there were streaming Martyn Lucas right now.
JJ donated
Here we go again.
through a super chat. Will SPCE goes over?
I think we've got a little bit of a technical difficulty there. I hope that the people on board the flight are up there streaming Martyn Lucas now. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Where are they going to get the income from the next year and a half? I like SPC. They have cash. They have enough cash for the next 2 years, I believe. Even if the Boeing case doesn't go their way, they still have enough cash. They're not just not getting cash. They have enough cash for at least a good year and a half, and then maybe they need to raise some more money, or if they use it well, then they wouldn't need to until the Delta fleet comes online. And if the Boeing case goes their way, then they will have more cash, and they can definitely survive.
Christopher French, Virgin Galactic, you land, you get out, it's at an airport, there is champagne. Like, you're not kidding, though. There's like an entire reception area. There's a little restaurant and everything. Like, you're not in the middle of a field anywhere.
Just on that point, remember, Martyn said this before. The whole point of Virgin Galactic, they're not just going to make money from flights. They've just mentioned it there. It's a whole experience. They make money from people coming to watch. They want to have a whole area to eat, drink, entertain before and after. It's a luxury experience that just doesn't start and stop with the flight. Of course, the flight's the main event, but you can stay. They want to turn it into a whole commercial business, and they've just touched on that there, so I wanted to give my thought on that.
But with a wide shot, it's still probably just a pixel or two. But it is coming this way. So, there's some people up close. Maybe those people are pointing as well.
That's what we're hoping. And you could also see the chase plane showing up there as well as another vehicle.
Yeah, Gage is continuing to scan the sky with the tracking camera, and as soon as we get it, we'll all be very excited. Hey, E4 Tango, thank you for the comment there, the support. Great coverage, NASA space flights. Everybody can hang out and watch with us. There's all sorts of opinions and comments that come through, but we have a lot of fun doing this, and we're not going to let a couple YouTube comments hold us down.
Especially, again, final flight of VSS Unity here.
We really should have briefed those security folks to point for us. But they're looking in that direction, so I assume that as long as we watch their heads...
Yeah, they could very
just wait
well
and
be
see if we can see the aircraft. Do stick around. We're going to be looking at the charts.
That's a great question.
We just want to make sure the whole mission is successful.
The original Kármán line put forward by Dr. Kármán was around 78 to 80 kilometers. not the 100 kilometers that you typically hear. And what happened with the story of the Kármán line is that Kármán wasn't sure in the instrumentation that he had access to. And so he increased it, thinking that his measurements and his calculations might not be correct. And what has happened is with our more accurate instrumentation we have today, we can measure more specifically the density of the atmosphere. And we found that Kármán's original calculations around 80 kilometers were actually correct. And there was no reason to increase it to 100 kilometers, just a nice round number. But a lot of people like to bring that over here and say, oh, well, the Kármán line is this high. The original Kármán line was around 80. And they just increased it because they weren't sure of their numbers and their instruments. But as it turns out, their numbers and instruments and calculations were correct. And 80 is about where that ended up.
And this vehicle does pass the 80-kilometer mark. Or 50 miles in freedom units.
Yep. We're still scanning.
Guys here, y'all.
They're still looking for it, so we'll get back to that when they find the aircraft. We've got flight radar here following White Knight 2. It's about 37,000 feet, so it's on its descent back down. So everything seems fine for now. Let's quickly check Twitter, see if there's any more updates. Let me bring you Twitter. Here we go, another amazing picture. Welcome to space. Many congratulations to astronauts. They give them numbers and not names. I wonder if we can work it out. Is that guy from Mexico? Is that the what's the? Oh god, my flag. Mexico flag. I don't need to check the flag. Oh no, Mexico's the other way around. So that must be Iran. Iran there. Italy. United States. And I can't see his flag. I wonder who this gentleman is here. I believe that's Iran, Italy. Is that Israel as well? He's got two flags. I think that's no. Oh no, they all have the US flag. Is that Israel flag there? Not sure. He's got the European Union flag there. Yeah, well, welcome to space. Many congratulations to astronauts. Oh, they still haven't released the names, it doesn't seem. No names released yet. Any more tweets? No, not yet. Oh, here we go. 4 seconds ago. Earthbound, once again, VSS Unity is en route to Spaceport America, New Mexico. And what a picture that is as well. Amazing. Let me just sort this camera. Sorry about this. I'm just sorting out a quick issue. That should fix it. There we go. Does anyone know what the astronauts' names are yet? We will have a look at the charts now as well. Zach's 8. Amazing. That should be playing out shortly. Let's have a look at that picture again while that plays out. Galactica 7 has reached apogee, the pinnacle of spaceflight altitude. Let's wait for Zach Zate's comment to come through. If you do super chat, your comment will be read out live and will stay here forever on YouTube.
Again, from the tweets from Virgin Galactic, we know still that their astronauts 27, 28, 29, and 30 had officially made it to space. They have not fully named them all yet. They haven't named them all yet.
No names on the astronauts yet. Let's cover Zach Zate's super chat while that comes through. Hi mum, hi dad, thank you for watching. Please press the like. Thank you very much, Zach Zate. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the support on the channel you give us. Thank you for your love of space, and thank you for the information you bring us. Here we go.
Zach Zite donated $5 through a super chat. Hi mom, hi dad, thank you for watching. Please press the like, thumbs up.
Thank you, Zach Zate. Let's have a look at your comments. What about SPCE's price on Monday? We'll be covering that very shortly. We'll be. Are we going to get to see the touchdown of the passengers back to Earth? Hopefully, we'll see that as well. I wish I could read the comments he is talking about. Oh, sorry about the background noise. That will be Zach Zate one day. One day we'll send Zach Zate up to space. He'll go up and we'll be covering him. That would be amazing. He is non-binary. No, we don't get no information on that from Virgin Galactic. Thank you very much. It's space to the Air Force. The audio and sound effects is low. Let me turn that up. Thank you, Martin. Go Virgin Galactic, go SpaceX, go Rocket Lab. Yes, amazing. This whole new era of space travel is absolutely amazing. And I think we can all agree that SpaceX is the best out there. Virgin Galactic is the best for passengers. Rocket Lab is doing its part. Can't say NASA's doing much these days. The audio and the sound effects is low. Sensei, thank you, Martin. Just turn that up. Any thoughts on the passengers? Any of those passengers known? I don't think so. I don't think we've got names yet. We've just got some flags on their arms. Let's quickly have a look at the chart. And we can even turn it into a video as well. Let's do it as a video as well. Let's make sure we've got everything up as well. And we'll do it as a video that we can post Monday morning for you guys. Let's take a note of the time, 1:48. So I have to go Asti lol. We'll see you soon, Jay. We will be continuing to cover this for the next 20 minutes and hopefully we get some more information. But for now, let's do a quick video. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. What a special day, what a historic day for SPCE and Virgin Galactic. We have just watched the final flight of VSS Unity carrying 4 passengers. We've just had the release. Everything seems to be successful. Let's have a look at the chart and what this means for Virgin Galactic. I'd like to first cover some of the tweets from Virgin Galactic. We've got 4 astronauts. We've got 1 from Italy, 1 from Iran, EU flag there, US flag there. I think we've got a US flag there with maybe an Israel flag. We haven't got the names of the passengers. We've just got astronauts 027, 028, 029 and 030. Four passengers there. We then also have a picture earthbound once again. VSS Unity is en route to Spaceport America, New Mexico. Amazing news there. And here we go. This was the release from VSS Unity, the last flight. Let's have a quick look at the charts. What we're looking at here is Virgin Galactic. We've had the buy zone previously at around 75 cents, 80 cents. It went all the way up to our sell zone of around 134, came back down to our next buy zone of 85 cents, and then the next day it went up 34%. Remember, I'm not giving financial advice here, I'm giving my opinions on how I trade the stock. I like to accumulate SPC. A lot of people like to hold SPC long term. There might be a DCA strategy people use. However, the way I DCA is I DCA at points where I see value and areas where there might be bounces because limit orders are placed there. So, for example, when I buy here and in the next few weeks it goes up 60-70%, I like to sell some of my shares so I can buy at the next zone if it does come back down. And the next zone was 85 cents. The next day it popped about 30-40%. So again, I sold some more to buy back. Unfortunately, what we see here on the chart is a break of support and a test of resistance, meaning I think SPC will come back down to maybe 78 cents. That's my next buy zone. And then maybe it'll pop back to 85 cents. I might sell a few of my shares. And then next time round, it might come down to 75 cents. So my buy zones that are set up, always having money on the side in case it does come back lower, are 78 cents, 75 cents, 65 cents, and 50 cents worst case scenario. We also have some questions we've been asking ChatGPT. We've got a question here where I asked, why is this flight important for the stock and the company? The answer was it's for several reasons for the overall company stock and overall business. One is it's a commercial milestone. The flight marks Virgin Galactic's 7th commercial flight, highlighting the company's capability to, let me bring it to you in a different screen as well to see it better. Achieving this milestone reinforces Virgin Galactic's position in emerging commercial space travel history, potentially boosting investor confidence. The operational reliability, successfully executing this mission without any issues, will demonstrate the reliability and safety of Virgin Galactic's operations, crucial for attracting future customers and investors. So please do hit the like button for the coverage. I do greatly appreciate it. Any comments, leave down below. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. The financial impact, revenue generation, each successful flight is about £450,000 per seat. Research and development achievements, scientific contributions. The flight includes research experiments from Ascent Space University and others. Successfully conducting these experiments showcases Virgin Galactic's capability to support scientific research, attracting further partnerships and contracts. This will be great for the Delta fleet. Having established some contracts would be amazing. Innovation showcase, the inclusion of advanced experiments such as propellant slosh studies and new 3D printing technology positions Virgin Galactic as a leader in space-based research and innovation. Positive publicity, high-profile missions attract media attention, which can enhance the company's public image and brand recognition. Positive media coverage can lead to increased interest from retail and institutional investors. Remember, one thing that is key for Virgin Galactic that they're not doing is marketing. They can be employing literally a graduate student from a university and they'll be doing a better job at marketing than what they're currently doing, in my opinion. They need to be showcasing what they're doing. They need to be showing us the factories. They need to be updating us. And here we've got some live footage of the landing here. So I'll bring that to you now.
Just over 48 hours ago, the super heavy booster.
Listen,
This is separate, I believe. So we get back here. I thought that was live, but it wasn't. Regulatory and safety validation, FFA approvals. Remember, they've got the Boeing case going on, and I believe even if they lose the case, they have enough money to see through the Delta fleet. They just need to be very stringent with how they use their money. Key flights about this mission is the final flight of VSS Unity before the Virgin Galactic fully dedicates its resources to development and production of the Delta-class spaceships, expected to enter service in 2026. Transition to Delta-class spaceships. The Delta-class spaceships are designed to significantly enhance operational capabilities of Virgin Galactic. These next-generation vehicles are expected to offer higher flight frequencies and reduce operational costs. And remember, there will be spaceports all over the world with hotels and stuff like that, which will really help bring more revenue in. The scientific and commercial value, the Galactic 07 mission will carry out both private astronauts, 4 astronauts that we just saw the picture of, and research payloads from institutions like Ascent Space, Purdue University, and UC Berkeley. The dual focus on scientific research and commercial space tourism underscores Virgin Galactic's versatile platform for suborbital missions. Implications for the company, strategic shift. investor confidence, operational milestones. In summary, with the Galactic 07 mission marks the end of VSS Unity commercial flights. It represents the new beginning of a new phase for Virgin Galactic, focusing on the more advanced Delta class spaceships and aiming for higher operational efficiency and market expansion. So there it is, another historic day. Very sad to see the final flight, but it's the beginning of a new era, and we look forward to it. And there it is, the flight landing there. So it's been an amazing day. Again, thank you to Zach Zate, who always provides us with information. A big investor, and if you want to see some more videos from him, they're on the SPCE playlist, which I will leave here, and something else that might be of worth your viewing will be here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. 155.20. 155.20. Let me write that down, and then we'll get back into the stream. Okay, let me see what we have here.
We'll get that downloaded and we'll get it shown to y'all here. But let's focus on that. Let's pop over to the view of the hangar. Let's get Dee's slow-mo footage of the drop. And let's play that back for you, and then we'll look at that SpaceX booster landing footage again. But you know something? What a time to be alive, Sawyer. So many different ways, so many different technologies that are being worked. This is cool.
It's fun because you can go from talking about the world's largest rocket to a plane that goes into space, launch underneath another airplane, and then feathers and does all these cool things with its tails to land, all within 48 hours of each other.
Outstanding. It is
yeah,
it's
and
so much fun.
there was also 22 internet satellites launched last night, and then the day before Starship, there was also 2 more humans launched on a new capsule. So,
David Wiggins says, what a week it's been for sure. David, you are not kidding. You are absolutely right. Understatement of the week. Who knows what next week's going to bring, right?
More launches, that's for sure.
More launches. Folks, you know this is how we cover things, right? Like there was a Starlink yesterday, and Starship had just happened, and the entire team, it's all hands on deck, covering Starship, doing commentary, field work, remote stuff. Like we go all in to cover Starship. And then there's a Starlink coming up, and we're like, well, should we do Starlink? Or I don't know, we're pretty tired. Oh, it's a Starlink. And we're like, no, we're going to do it.
Cover that quickly.
We'll go live. We'll share this with people because we...
Just checking the news as well. Let's go to the comments while I check this. Let's just see what Becky's comment is quickly. Becky, Martyn Lucas, have you guys covered the XYZ, the new... Oh, sorry for that noise. Have you guys covered the XYZ, the new ETF for private equity companies? 36% is SpaceX. I've bought it, but it has gone down. Becky, we have covered it. If you type in Martyn Lucas Investor, the XYZ, we have covered it. Unfortunately, it's one of the stocks that I've... I don't like to boast, but I'm really wrong about my investments, for example. But that one was one of the worst investments I've done in the last 4 years. And it's just done nothing but go down. You can't even buy it anymore. I'm not sure what the latest news is, but we have covered it when it initially came out. I loved the fact that it held SpaceX, but something has gone wrong with that stock. But we have covered it. If you type that in, you can see the information we had. Becky, yes, they have. They also have a mod Stacy that I believe holds it. Yes. If Virgin Galactic pays me $150,000 a year, I'll be their full-time videographer and editor. I want stock compensation too. Virgin Galactic dropped their law. This is the news. Virgin Galactic's dropped their lawsuit in California against Boeing. I don't have that news. If you can give it to me in Discord, that'd be great. Seeing the flags of passenger makes me believe big money is betting on them. Zach Source, wow, really, for Virgin Galactic, that's huge news. Yes, it is. I missed that. I thought they were the ones being sued, not sued. They had a countersuit against them. Oh yeah, John Granford said they filed a countersuit. Only case is now Boeing lawsuit for Virgin. AI and space travel era, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely, says John. What kind of payload needs to go up 50 miles? Bomb said lots of space in space, unlike our potholed highways and byways. So I think travel etc will just grow. No, will just grow. So far, it's been a painful journey. It's everyday, brand new industry. I feel like it's being driven down. So institutional, and big money invests at low price. So could and likely I'm wrong. Who knows? I feel like it's being driven down. So institutional, and big money investors. Yeah, I mean that always happens in the markets, but who knows? Sensei, do you want me to do a GME and FFH? Do you want to do a GME and FFIE chart video? I'm ready to post. Sensei, is that referring to DXYZ? Yes, that is. If you type in DXYZ, Martyn Lucas Investor, you'll see it. Yes, we are coming up to the end of the show. I'm going to do 2 videos, GME and FFIE chart video, and then we'll see if there's any more news, and then we'll be wrapping up the show in the next 10 minutes. So let's quickly do a chart for FFIE and GME. As we've done one video, we might as well do a couple. So here we go. Thank you for all tuning in, by the way. Please do hit the like button. Hopefully we get some more news after I'm done with these videos, but if I don't see you, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to do a quick video on FFIE and GME. Becky sent it, yes, as low as $12.40 or so on Friday. Yeah, I invested much higher, about $80, I think. If you go watch the video, I was very bullish, and I look like an idiot now, but the video is still out there, so go have a look at that, Becky. But I also couldn't buy in more on Robinhood, so I'm not sure what's going on with the stock. Becky, you have a lot of amazing information. Do consider becoming a member for literally a couple dollars a month. You've done an amazing super chat, which is very kind, but being a member is actually also, you get a lot more benefits than doing a super chat. I mean, I love the super chat, and that's why I'm reading out all your comments, but as a member, you get all your comments read out, you get special videos, you get birthday songs written for you, done for you, priority, you get access to Discord where you can share news, amazing things. So do maybe Martyn could post the membership link. Do consider becoming a member of the channel. I'm not trying to ask for more, but I'm just trying to give back to you, because I think if you become a member, you won't regret it. The bag holding, hey Martyn, can I make a compilation video of all the times you've insulted me for doubting evil? I don't know what you're talking about. The bag of holding membership is great and expensive. Yes, J Long is correct. Okay, let's do FFIE video. 20. There's the membership link for you, Becky. Consider it. It's only a few bucks a month. I think it's a couple or $3 a month, something like that. And it's really worth it. 203. Oh. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are going to have a quick look at the FFIE chart for you guys. Just an update on the buy levels I'm looking at, the sell levels. If there's any more news we can look into, but it's a quick update, so please do consider watching to the end, and do hit the like button if you are a fan of FFIE and if you still believe in it. So here we go. This is the chart of FFIE. This is on the daily time frame. We had a very volatile Friday. Of course, Roaring Kitty has gone back live. Terrible performance from him. GameStop came all the way down. However, FFIE held strong, actually closing 12% up on Friday. So there's lots of people interested in FFIE. One thing I did notice on the Roaring Kitty live section of the comments is a lot of people commenting FFIE, so maybe that grabs his attention. Maybe he talks about FFIE as well, but FFIE has got a much smaller market cap, so it's much more volatile. What we have here is quite a bearish candle. It did close green and above resistance, so it's still above support, which is good. However, having that candle like that does mean that there's not that much confidence on that day trading, and when you have a shooting candle like that, to the upside, it does signify downside. So my next buy-in zones for FFIE would be around the 38 cents, 44 cents, and then we're looking, if we break 38 cents, then it's not looking too good. Maybe 30 cents will be my next buy zone. My sell zones are around 90 cents and $1. If we get back up to $1, I think $1 will be key. Breaking back above $1 will be great. Remember, that's the area you need to be back above $1 to not be delisted. And unfortunately, we didn't meet the criteria of staying above $1. We were actually 2 days away from meeting the criteria. We do have a hearing for FFIE with Nasdaq so they can present their case and stay listed. But if it gets back to $1, I feel like there's going to be a lot of short sellers as well as limit orders to sell around $1. So I'd like to be getting out maybe at 98 cents, taking some profits if it gets back to $1. And if we get back above $1, then I'll do an update video, but maybe we start looking at again $2. However, for now, FFI is not looking brilliant. I expect this week to come back down to maybe the 40-cent region for FFIE. So that was my quick update. I'm looking at the MACD. It's trending back up. However, it's still red, so the momentum is still to the downside, and the RSI on the daily is in no man's land. It's in 50. It's at 50, meaning it's not bullish or bearish. If you look at the weekly time frame for the indicators, the weekly close, and we've had 3 red candles trying to stay above 60 cents. If we break 60 cents, then we can start looking much further to the downside, and the RSI on the weekly is at 36, bearish control zone, not oversold. So I'll be very careful with FFIE. Again, I don't give financial advice. Don't put more than you can afford to lose, and do your own research before investing. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. 206.30. Mm, 207. Becky said, I'll consider it, Sensei. Yes, please do consider it. But again, thank you for your support today. We've got a troll in the chat, apparently. Yep, it does look like that. We've got a few moderators that will take care of it. Can you do an analysis on some power and chart? Andrew, if you become a member, then yes, I can do that for you, but not right now. Let's do a video on GME 207.45. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. GME, GameStop is what we're looking at today. We're going to have a quick update on the charts. The areas I believe are sort of buy-in zones and the areas that are sell zones. I like to trade this stock a lot. I don't like holding it long term because it's very volatile and you miss out on gains. So I'm going to give you my thoughts on this stock. But again, it's not financial advice and it is just my opinion only. If you are holding GME, if you have any thoughts, do leave a like. I would appreciate all the likes. Do consider subscribing if you haven't already, and leave your comments down below. Friday was a very Friday was very, very volatile for GME. This week as a whole has been very volatile. Roaring Kitty came out, did quite a terrible performance, and sent the stock down about 40% on the day. From the peak of the day, it was actually down about 45%. So it's been a very bad day. Remember, this is why I have sell zones. On one of those sell zones, I have not changed it since. It was around $48. We got it to the absolute T. $48 was the sell zone. It acted as resistance on not only Friday but Thursday, so that was the area to get out. Now we're coming up to this upwards trending support. It's not the strongest thing, however, if we hold this area that we're at now, it does show that more market participants are holding it. There are higher lows, which is good for the stock. The next sort of support would be around the moving averages between $15 and $17. So my first buying zone would be probably around 15 to 17 if I was looking to hold this stock, which I'm not actually. Um, uh, then to sell again, if it ever comes back to $47, it would be my first area to sell. The next area would be $67, and the next area would be $80. Those are my key areas for this stock. Looking at the MACD, it is green but trending down, so the momentum is still on your side. However, it's sort of fading away. And on the RSI, you were oversold, and now you're back to neutral area, so you're not bullish or bearish on the RSI. On the daily, you start turning over to the weekly. You can see it was quite a bad candle on the week. It tested as resistance, ended up closing red. The weekly moving averages, the MACD, is looking good. It's continuing to the upside, so the momentum is there on the more longer term, and it is actually overbought, however, on the RSI. So keep that in mind when investing into GME. The market cap is about $8.6 billion, and I'll keep you updated on any new data that comes out for GME. Leave me your thoughts down below, and do consider subscribing and hitting the like button. I'll have the related videos for GME over here and over here. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. 210. Just a quick update on those two stocks. 210. 11. Let's see how that does. Let's quickly go back to Virgin Galactic. Anything new here?
So that is both pieces of the system. VMS, Mothership Eve, down on the runway, you can see right there. And earlier, VSS, Virgin Spaceship Unity, both safely back down on the runway at Spaceport America.
Yeah, and Das, you and I, we've been doing this for years with trying to get outreach and get kids inspired into this. And once you see their eyes light up and you see that click, there's nothing like it. Of just, they're hooked, they're interested, and it's a matter of not just getting them passionate, but maintaining that passion.
Yep.
Encouraging kids to get interested in STEM and STEAM and things like that. So definitely
A little bit of behind the scenes here. We're rolling back up to CP11, so if CarCam is still active, you'll see CP11.
We'll see the robotic tracking camera. Nice, Jack. Make kids play KSP. Like, it's compulsory. I'm going to KSP class in school.
And there it is. Both aircrafts back on the ground. Successful flight. What a stream this has been. Thank you all for tuning in. It's time to close the stream. And that's the end of the stream. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please leave a like on your way out. Join me tomorrow for the Sunday show. It'll be about 4 hours from now, tomorrow's time, 9 o'clock UK time, but I'm trying to, if you're in different time zones, if you look at your clock now, rewind it about 11 minutes, so you're on the hour. 4 hours from then is when my stream will be tomorrow, so please do tune in for that. We'll be doing chart requests and everything like that. So thank you all for joining me for this historic event. Unfortunately, I don't have any ending music because my sound system's not working. But until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.